What's going on, everybody? Sorry for the brief pause after the intro. I had to take care of some stuff. So, as I posted, I'm bored tonight. Ain't got nothing better to do, so figured I'd hop on and spend Friday night with all of you awesome people that are going to decide to pop on in here. So, just shooting the breeze tonight. Nothing, particularly planned. It's here to talk about whatever. Carrie, what's up? How's it going? I'm starting to get a headache, y'all, so I'm going to put up with that as long as I can. What's everybody up to tonight? As usual, going to wait a couple minutes. Wait on some people to get on in here. Trying out different times to see what works best for most people. I know it's Friday night. People are probably chilling, partying. I'd be partying too if I could, but unfortunately can't right now. It's always good to go out and have fun, but I'm more homebodied anyway. I like to have fun at my own place. But same here, just chilling. Hopefully we'll get a audience here. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. See, people are starting to tune on in here. Don't be shy. Drop a comment. Say hello. Who all's in here tonight? I feel like I'm doing an EVP session. All right. Like I said, ain't much going on tonight. It's just going to be chilling, talking about whatever, whenever, and however, whenever it comes up. So don't be shy. We can talk about anything. Drop it in the wrong side. Drop it in the comments. Or it's that side on my side. I guess makes no sense what I'm doing, but that's where the comment box is on my screen. Actually, it's on this side, but I'm trying to match it up. A shout out to the meteorologists, like when they do the weather and stuff. Like totally, that's a whole skill set in its own. Just being coordinated enough to do all that and know exactly where to point, how to point. But yeah. So shout out to the meteorologist people and the people that work with the green screens. What's going on, everybody? It's Friday night. I know something's got to be going on somewhere. Anybody got any investigations coming up this weekend? Let's talk about them. I know tomorrow night we're going to have the Sleeper Sunrise crew on here. We got Kendall and Vera Welpton, Brian Murray and Rochelle Stratton, the awesome Rochelle. It's going to be awesome. So, for me, bucket list investigation places, there's many, Carrie. But I'm going to talk about one that I get to knock out soon, and that's going to be the amazing Fort Mifflin. I am so pumped. For those of you that watched last night, we had Sky Ray on there, so I'll be there helping her with some stuff and investigating with her. So, Fort Mifflin for sure. That, and then I have to say next up would definitely have to be Fort Delaware. And, I mean, I love my military history. So that would be one of the several bucket list locations. Got 4 viewers. Share it out, everybody. Feel free to share it out. Everybody's welcome here. So, Like I said, I'm fighting a headache right now, but we're all good. I'm just going to sit here and hang out with whoever wants to hang out tonight. Ain't got nothing special going on, so shout out to my one viewer that is on YouTube. Thank you so much for viewing. It actually shows me now how my audience is, performing. That's pretty cool. Oh, wow. I just made myself full screen. That's an ugly, ugly mug. Hold up. Let's go back. All right. There we go. Yeah, just waiting on people to get in here and start talking. So feel free to drop comments, questions, anything. Let's go. Talk about it all tonight. Ain't got nothing better to do. Topics. Let's cover topics too. If you want me to talk about something that's going on in the paranormal field, feel free. Drop it. Look, I'll drop it here completely in the raw. No filter. I'll try to keep it as clean as possible, but no filters. We talk about it all here. There's a lot of stuff going on in the paranormal field as of late as well. So, whatever you want to talk about. We can talk about dust, orbs. Same here, Carrie. Same here. I'm always down to investigate. I always love investigating. My video coming through clear for everybody. It's kind of choppy like it was last night. Multitasking too as we speak, trying to get everything set up that way I don't miss any questions. Where we go? There it is. Boom. Cool. Add to the viewer list. Thank the Lord it's not too bad. So yeah, throw me some questions, y'all. We can do a soapbox. We can do whatever. Good question, Tracy. Tracy asks, question, how do you feel about the hype the paranormal TV groups get and we all do the same thing? So, we'll cover it in different parts of the topic. So, as far as hype goes, let's talk locations. So, there's so many. What's going on, Dominique? How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. As far as hype goes on these locations, that's the wonderful world of TV. TV is what it is. TV is entertainment. TV is, you have to do certain things to keep the viewers entertained. And of course, you're working with different producers, different minds and stuff like that. And you could be working with a producer that doesn't typically investigate all the time, like, a seasoned veteran paranormal investigator would. So then they throw the little, they're going to throw in what is hot to most people. And as of late, let's talk about the D word, demons. A lot of the shows now are using that word more now than ever. So there's so many different factors and locations. Let's get back on the location aspect of it. So many places are hyped up, and I'm not going to put any names out there because there's no disrespect towards any of the locations. They are hyped up on TV more than what they really produce. Because what you're going to see on TV has got to be, oh my God, there's full body apparitions walking around saying, hello, how are you, shaking your hand? When really, you go to this location, and it's just like any location, and this goes to the term to where I'm saying is being a paranormal investigator is like being a fisherman. When you cast the line out, doesn't mean you're going to get a bite. And the same thing with paranormal activity. Just because you go to these locations doesn't mean anything's going to happen. I have been to a location that has been on several, and one of the most infamously known locations out there, and it has been completely dead. Nothing. Then something else, someone else goes there, and it's the most active it's ever been for anybody. So it's all the hype aspect, they have to do it for, viewers and whatnot. But exactly. I don't like the bullshit they say about places that ain't true. It annoys me for all for ratings. Yes, that is correct. And a lot of these places, they get history wrong sometimes. And, to me, that's the one thing. Yes, I love the paranormal field. I love investigating. I like, doing what we do. But history is so, so important to me. I cherish and I love the history and I love to get it right. And it's important you get it right. Nobody has all the answers, and it takes years and if not decades to get the correct history lined up. But as far as the hype aspect, that's the way I look at it. A lot of stuff is going to be more hyped up than normal, but it's just what it is. And then the thing, let's go back to the other question, part of the question. Okay, we talked about the hype, the TV paranormal groups get, and we all do the same thing. We'll talk about the clash. I'll call it the clash. There's so many, and TV's to blame for it. There's so many teams and individuals out there that are solely focused on, oh, I'm going to be the next big TV star, blah, 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 and I'm going to tear everybody apart until, that gets in my way. That's just an unfortunate part of the field. But there's so few of them than there are, true investigators. But then again, there's still a lot of them out there. And, a lot of people come into this field because of the TV shows. And there's I'm not bashing entertainment or TV shows. I have nothing but respect for TV shows and stuff like that, because that's growing the field. It really is. But a lot of people can lack the common sense when it comes to investigating, and they think, hey, I'm going to go into this location. I saw it on TV, and it's going to be the craziest thing I've ever experienced. And then they go home empty-handed, and then they're like, oh, what the hell? And a lot of this goes back to my theory, and the way I look at things is you have to visit a location more than once to really start getting good stuff. And let's say, for instance, my favorite building, Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. Being there as a volunteer, I'm there more than, and the volunteers are there more than most of the people that are coming in and investigating. So the spirits, they get to know you, and or you get your, what you call your usuals that constantly come back to the same location, and they start getting excellent stuff, because the spirits are just like any, they were humans, just like, no, they are humans, but their souls, were just like they are when they were alive. They still have feelings, and, the interaction's the same. Especially if they're intelligent, if they're residual, it's just going to happen whenever it's going to happen. But the fact is that, the more they get familiar with you, the more they're going to interact. Just like, or they may be annoyed by you when they see you. It's just, you never know what you're going to get. Waverly is, and the thing I think about Waverly, yes, it's very, very active, but then it can be very, very quiet. That goes for any location. That goes for any location you go to. But just like you said, sometimes it'll be active, sometimes it'll be quiet. I think the places that are so hit, so hit, I can't talk, bear with me. The places that are hit so heavily and just see a constant, turnaround of people become less and less active over the years is because the spirits are just like people getting annoyed. You have all these people coming in every night asking the same questions, poking at you like you're an object. And it's not just saying Waverly Hills. Like I said, this is going for any location that is constantly investigated. The spirits become annoyed. Then there's times, hey, we want to interact. But then again, you never know what you're going to get with that. But that's why every time I go on a location, I'm, respectful. And you got to think out of the box. Like, instead of asking the same questions, I always apologize to the spirits when I go there. It's like, sorry, if I ask you, I'm not here to ask you the same questions that you're always being asked. So if I ask a question that you're annoyed of, that's not my intentions. That's not why I'm here. I'll tell them, it's like, I want to know about you. You come ask me questions if you have any questions. And, and I'll ask them how their day goes, what they do, just simple stuff. Have just a general conversation. And sometimes don't even go to the terms of investigating. Just get out, explore the building. Because then again, you got to think how they're probably going to think. What's wrong with these people? They're not asking questions? Okay, let's go see what they're doing. And then, boom, all hell breaks loose, but in a good way. Not like hell, but it gets crazy and active as hell. What's going on, Tom? How's it going, brother? Yep, that is the truth, man. And that's the thing, because a lot of these, teams and people go to these locations once every year, or, because that's all they can. But then again, you have to kind of, that's the only downfall to locations that constantly, have the notoriousness to them, that constantly stay booked. Hey Tracy, I know it's far away, but I'm telling you, that place is worth every mile and penny you put into it, to that trip. Such a fantastic location. So it's totally worth it. So when you can get there, I highly recommend it. So yeah, good questions. Come on, keep a question going, everybody. Let's go. I love this. I love interacting with everybody and talking about stuff. Hear all sorts of weird noises coming from outside. Oh yeah, for sure. I'll definitely be there. I can make that happen. Just let me know when y'all go down. Give me a few weeks ahead of time. About a month out if possible. Ghosts. What about them? What do you want to know about ghosts? Ghosts? I think that's a stereotypical word for all of them. The spirits and stuff like that. You call them whatever you want to call them, but me, I call them both. Ghosts, spirits. Oh, good question. Dominic asks, what is your favorite place to investigate? The haunted Old South Pittsburgh Hospital in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. That building has delivered time and time again. Every time I've been there, I've not left without having an experience of some kind. It's just one of those buildings. It's proven to me that there is life after death and paranormal activity, because I've had so many countless unexplainable things happen to me and experiences there. From everything: full-bodied apparition, disembodied voices, doors closing, residual sounds. It's just it delivers phantom smells, all sorts of just insane activity. Such a cool place. But as far as, let's say, without me including Old South, if I had to choose another place to investigate, I would have to say probably Gettysburg Battlefield. That battle, and nothing against all the other battles that took place that have a special spot in my heart, but Gettysburg was such an important part of the American Civil War, for both sides. It was just one of those battles that, just changed the whole outcome of the war. It happened, July 1st through the 3rd in 1863. There was a total of 3,000 people killed, but over 50-something thousand casualties. A lot of people think, 50,000 people died. No, there was only 3,150 something people that passed away. Well, in battle. I'm sure. The other casualties, maybe they died from their wounds weeks, if not months later. That's also known to happen. It's just that battle. I just don't know what it is about it. To me, it's, yeah, one documented civilian. That's true. But me personally, I don't think just one civilian died. If you go and you see the battle and you can just get the energy, I think there was a lot of death that wasn't documented. And that's just a personal opinion. It's not, in the history books. It's just a personal opinion I have on the location. But yeah, Gettysburg, I've had some pretty crazy experiences out there. And of course, Chickamauga Battlefield, back in Georgia. That's where I had my first, experience with a full-bodied apparition. So that place always has a special place in my heart. There's so many places I want to investigate. All right, people, come on. Let's keep the questions rolling. I like this. I got a question for y'all. Who's ready for tomorrow night's show? That is going to be an awesome one. Yes, and that's the truth. That is true, Dominic, especially that time period. A lot of people, just in that time period alone, didn't get past elementary school or middle school. A lot of them grew up farming and, working in the fields and stuff like that. So a lot of people didn't know how to read or write. A lot of people just solely, relied on communication, If I could only have one tool to use to investigate, what tool would that be? Nothing against all the other equipment. It's all really, really cool, but my digital voice recorder. Because without the digital voice recorder, you don't get the good EVPs. You may be able to hear an audible voice with your ear. I hear them, more than most do, being clairaudient. But then again, it's just, to me, the EVP is just my most favorite piece of audio. I mean, audio, duh. Evidence, sorry. I had a hard time talking tonight. But it's my most favorite piece of evidence. And the recorder is definitely my most favorite piece of equipment, and I have a lot of them. And I never go anywhere without a lot of recorders. I'm to the point now where I have an emergency EVP recorder stashed in the car in case I need it. You never know where you get the opportunity to go to, on a investigation or, stop at a cemetery with, some people. So it's always good to be over prepared than not have nothing when you need it. I'm not crazy then. I'm not the only one that does that. Nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. I've had some pretty cool things happen for me for the SB7. I'm not huge really into the ITC, but when it's used right, it can be pretty interesting. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. I think I got some new viewers popping in here. Feel free. Go ahead and drop some more questions, everybody. Hey, Ethan, I know you're watching, bro, so I know you're in here. Drop some questions, Ethan. You're not going to get away with being quiet anymore. Yes, correct, Tracy. Lately, Paranormal Investigation has brought good friends around and meeting new people. That is the one thing I really love about this field. I have been able to meet so many people and make so many friends, and I love it. It's one of the most, I think, underappreciated thing of the field. I've met countless people that it just brings everybody together. Even though our field has, it can have its negative, aspects, but that goes for anything. But in the end, the positive always outweighs the negative. So that's the one thing I love about the field more than anything. All right. Anybody got any more questions? Let's go. Let's talk. Let's talk paranormal. I agree 100%, Dominic. Scott, what's up, brother? Not much, man. We're just, I'm bored. I ain't got nothing better to do tonight, so pretty much doing a Q&A and talking about whatever, No cap is what the millennials say now. No cap, no filter. In the raw, let's go. Questions, send them. I'll try to keep it as clean as possible and as professional as possible, but we actually do. We do have Dave coming on very soon. Believe the 30th or 31st. I can't remember. I have to go back and look. But I do have it set up to where it's going to pop on. You know me, Scott. I try my best to keep it, clean to a certain point, but there's just sometimes where you can't help yourself. Things just come out. Laughing at me. Come on, y'all. Send me some questions. What's up, Courtney? Hey, shout out to Courtney. Thank you so much for the love you showed me today, for sharing my page out. I appreciate you so much. Courtney's with Trinity, Paranormal Investigations in Long Island. Some really, really good, dear, close people to me. So shout out to them. She does a lot of stuff with the Pun Network as well. And just to clarify, yes, I'm her jailhouse snack. Man, that's an old nickname. It's almost time for something new. I'm sure as years go on, we'll come up with something new. Good question, Scott. Scott Smith asks, okay, well, where is a local place I like to hunt the most? And to be honest, I really don't hunt local because I don't know that many places. But there's a few that I've been to in the past that I kind of like, which is, Eel River. Let's see. That's the only one I really know that's local that, I actually enjoy hunting. Fort Wayne doesn't really have a lot to offer, unfortunately, that I know of. That there's been several places I haven't been to yet, but I typically go other places than just local, unfortunately. But that'll change, especially if you know any places, man. We'll have to go hit it up. Dominique, I am currently in Fort Wayne, Indiana. corn state is what I call it, even though it's not the corn state. We do have a lot of corn and a lot of people are corny here. So, but I reign from the southern part of the United States, Georgia. Let's go. But that's where I spent most of my life. But oh, Scott says he's gonna start thinking about something. All right, let's go. Let's see what Scott throws at me tonight. It's gonna put me on the spot. I already feel it. Camera scene? I'm not no camera scene. I'm ready. Throw me to the wolves. I'll come back leading the pack. That's just how I am, man. Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you, Dominique. Oh, I thought that was my new nickname, Courtney. Shitfucker's Batman. Okay. I'll take it. That'd be a funny nickname. Yep, Shitfucker's Batman. That'd be lovely to walk into a restaurant and somebody comes in, hey, there's Shitfucker Batman. Tracy asks, where's the best place to get a Geo Box? Is that what they call it? Personally, I don't know because I've never used that piece of equipment. But I'm sure we could find an answer to that. Me personally, I typically like to use the EDI Plus, the EDI Meter Plus, or whatever they want to call it. I call it the EDI Plus, or the EDI. Yes, and I mean, all of your equipment, if you really want some really, really good equipment, definitely hit up, just like Dominique says right there, Attic Junkie. My boy Josh Joyner will hook you up. He makes very, very good equipment for a very, very low price. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Back off, Courtney. That's my grumpy. Fight me. Fight me. What's up? we gotta give Scott hell. Yes, they are, but I'm telling you, hit up Attic Junkie Paranormal LLC. Talk to Josh. He could probably come up with something that works just, if not even better, than the actual product. Hit him up. He'll get you taken care of. That's for sure. That's what's up. Yeah, Josh is a good guy. He's a good guy. But I've actually met him, Courtney, so I can't say you have. Oh! She's gonna fucking kill me when she sees me. I've even smelt him, so what? No, I'm just kidding. Scott don't stink. Unless he farts, but... Courtney, no comment to that. No comment to that. That's messed up. But come on, y'all, throw me some questions. I feel generous tonight. I like answering questions for some reason tonight, so. Wants to see an old piece of equipment. That is a Syntec digital thermometer. Boom. Oh, wow. Sorry, didn't mean to blind y'all, but everyone is wanting me around. I'm large enough. Oh, shoot. I'm large, too. I'm pretty large, so. Booger alert. Where? I got no boogers. Awesome. Tracy says, next on our list is an old hotel in Ottawa, Iowa. Hope it is good. Hotels are really, really cool. Let me know what you find there. Always love seeing what people are up to and what they get. Speaking of the devil, Scott, one of these days I'm going to have to get you on live with me. I've never had you on live yet. Have I caught, good question, Scott. Have I caught a Class A EVP, and do I have it? Yes, I've caught EVPs, and I do have some. Let me go through what I have. Let me actually see. Hold up. I'm going to multitask real quick, everybody, so bear with me. Let me see what I got. I do have one, but it's somewhere buried in this. There's a conversation I think that I caught. That one was actually from Waverly. There's a conversation, but that's not really a Class A. Let me see if I can actually pull something up. Scott, yeah, you can scare people away. That's for sure. I have so many. I'm not kidding y'all. I have so many damn files. Let me see if I can pull one up, actually. I may have to do this. Let's actually, yeah. I actually do have a Class A EVP, and I will play it for everybody right now. Do Ricky pay attention? I think it's still saved on here. Let me check. It's actually a video on here. Okay, this one was captured at Waverly Hills back in 2020, and you're gonna hear it. Just pay attention to the video, y'all. You are gonna hear you're off camera.
Probably hear a lot of that, like patients moaning and calling. That's exactly what it sounded like too. Yeah, Cat and Frank, they want way. Ending EVP session and playing back. I think I. Yeah, Cat and Frank. Yeah, Cat and Frank, they want way. Ending EVP session and playing back. I think I.
The only thing that was edited in that was when I slowed it down. That is the actual raw audio file. That's probably one of my better Class A EVPs that I've got. It was right up on that recorder. I remember hearing it with my own ears. I was, as you can tell, I react to it. Ending EVP session, I just heard a voice. Right there. It happened because it just, everything was so quick. I didn't know what it said at first, but when I went back and played, I was like, boom, I caught it. I know I caught it. Let me see what else I have. This is another one I would consider a Class A. Full sentence. Oh, and before I play it, this one is saying, here last summer.
Yeah, I don't think it really, they had some stuff off the wall, but I think the haunted house kind of ended right through here last summer.
Do what?
The haunted house ended through here last summer.
Did you say something after she said that? You kidding? Nobody whispered?
No?
Something just straight up said something after you. I thought it was Cody. No, I was okay.
That's why I said you should have recorded it longer.
So yeah, as you can tell, as it happened, I was quiet because I heard it, but I was trying to make sure it wasn't anybody behind me. And at first, when I was listening to it, I thought Chris had actually heard it, but he didn't even hear it. He was talking to Amanda because they were talking about it, the haunted house. And it dawned on me, it's like, okay, that wasn't Chris, that wasn't Amanda, and it definitely wasn't Cody, because you hear me ask Cody, and Cody's like, no. So that was also at Waverly Hills the same time, same evening we were there when I caught that Class A. They're up on the second floor. So yeah, those are two of my good ones that I have that are available that I can share with everybody. Courtney says, did you see Kat's last video she made? A spirit turned her phone to video and said something to shut it off. Have you experienced anything like that, or a spirit manipulated a device like that? I have to go check that out. I've been where spirits have been able to shut stuff off. I've never had anything like that happen, but I've had spirits, literally drain the batteries to the point of a device going completely dead. Just boom. And we're talking brand new, fresh batteries. A crazy incident at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital back in 2017. We had several stationary voice recorders laid out, each and every single one of them fresh new batteries, started at multiple different times. Like I said, because they were stationary, we were putting them down as we were walking. Each one of them shut off at 18 minutes and something seconds. It was the same. I can't remember exactly the numbers, like 1846, 42, something like that. Or 1848. Every single last one of them shut off the same time. So I'm a believer in that. Yes, they can manipulate stuff. I've been around where, let's talk back 2012 when I was there in I don't know, it was Greenville, Mississippi, I think. We were at an armory, and I was setting up a DVR camera, and I walk as I'm setting it up. I can hear walking going on. Someone walked in the room. I was like, okay, so all right, I'm gonna leave now. I gotta go back downstairs. As soon as I got on the stairs, the camera literally got pulled off of the little platform that I set it up on. There was at the Speakeasy in Hartford City. Me and Tim, we were setting up a DVR camera, and Jeremy was at base camp, making sure everything, he could see the videos. And all of a sudden, none of us were in the area by the camera. You just hear a loud boom. Something literally pulled that camera down. So yeah. Oh, that's what's up. Tracy says, we caught a possible nurse on the 5th floor at Waverly saying, I can help you. Was a Class A, loud and clear. I love Class A's. You can't beat Class A's. Class A's are they're fantastic. Yeah, Courtney. Waverly has some really good activity. Anybody else got any more questions? Feel free. Let's talk. We'll talk about it all tonight. I know it's awkward sitting here. But I can see what you mean by that. It's intimidating. It's huge. It's massive. For me, I was in awe more than anything else. I was just like, holy crap. Because I'd seen it, on all the TV shows in the past, and being there for the first time, I was just like, every time I go there, it's a breathtaking view. It's one of a kind, that's for sure. Hey, no worries, Scott. Once you're not driving, feel free, man. I'm going to be on here a while. Drop the questions when you can. Yeah, it's pretty open. It's an interesting building, that's for sure, especially how it was designed, you know, with the open parts of it. Whew. Don't mind me, I'm yawning because I'm just yawning. I don't know why. I'm not tired, so. Scott says, have I ever been physically knocked down? Physically knocked down, no. And knock on wood. Hope I don't ever experience that because I know how intense that could probably be. But I have been touched and pushed. I guess you could say pushed. Wasn't like a human hitting me or pushing me, but it was more from a push from the inside, if that makes sense. When I was perfectly balanced standing on a flat piece of ground, and it was like something pushed me from the inside. Yes, Dominique. Matter of fact, I'll be sending you a friend's request after this show, and you can just send it to me through that, if that's cool. Since we're talking about Indiana, I'll list some of the places that I've been. I've been to the Monroe House, the old Blackford County Jail, which is the Hartford City Jail. It's what most people call it, the Speakeasy. The Blind Tiger there as well in Hartford City. I've been to what they call the Candlelight House in Franklin, Indiana. I don't think they're doing investigations there anymore, unfortunately. But the people that own it are fantastic people. On top of that, I've been to, the old Lake County Jail. Shout out Sandy Boyd. Fantastic location. Fantastic location. That's also the place where the infamous John Dillinger had his successful jailbreak. A lot of history there. Where else in Indiana? I've been to Whispers Estate. Trying to think. Where else? Where else? Let me see. Matter of fact, since we're talking about Indiana, been to Eel River Cemetery. Fort Wayne, I've been to Lindenwood Cemetery. I've gotten a couple EVPs from there, but other than that, there's been some places that I can't talk about businesses wise, but there's really not much allowed that you can. Oh yes, that too, Scott. Kosciuszko County Jail. Thank you so much for reminding me of that. Kosciuszko County Jail. Let's see. The Davies house, been there. Not a fan of that place. Personal reasons, some pretty traumatic energy things happen there. Yes, Tracy, I have heard of the Melvin Manor. It's actually on one of my bucket lists. Let's see. I think that's all the places. Watch, I'll probably know. I've probably been to other ones. I'll think of them later, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh yeah, I wish I would have talked about that. But I've been to most places that I guess have been. Oh, Randolph County Infirmary, can't forget that. Dude, Ricky. What other jail? There's another. No, we did that. Kosciuszko County Jail, Crown Point. Gosh, there's just so many places. But like I said, there's just very few places. That's the thing with the Monroe House. I went, nothing really crazy happened for me or any of the times that I've been there, but I know people that they love that place. It's the most active place I've ever investigated. Courtney, that is a good question. Courtney says, do you agree that spirits can target certain people and then trick others or hide by not being active, thinking there's no activity, and maybe think the person is making it up or it's all in their head? I really do think they can do that, and I think they do that. Also, it could be people you're investigating with sometimes that don't have the best intentions, or, the spirits just think they don't have the best intentions, and they do exactly what you said. They hide. And sometimes people go in well protected, and there's entities there that can't break that protection, so they can't interact. So I think it could be numerous things. And yeah, I think, they can play mind tricks. In the end, the spirit always wins. They, to an extent, they know you better than you know yourself. And especially when you're dealing with something more dark or what you would consider malevolent, they will be able to dissect you from the inside out. And, it's just, I don't even like thinking about that. That's just a negative energy coming from thinking of that. But it's very, very possible. And for instance, we'll talk about the Davies house. Spirits can really play on you more mentally and make you think it's all in your head, like you said. But they do that because, just like you said, they're hiding. They don't want anybody to know at that time. So, good question. Good question. Courtney asks, what is your take on mental illness in the paranormal? So, I believe anybody can investigate. But when it comes to mental health, you need to be strong. You need to know yourself, because you get in these situations where these spirits know how to play with emotion, and they sense that on you, and they try and they try and they try, and sometimes they will win, and it can just set off, say, if you have severe panic or anxiety. I had it happen to me at the Davies house. They know the flaws, and they can and will, I don't want to say attack, but they will use them against you. That's why I love you, Scott. I have a growth on my shoulders and wondered what I should do. It may be my head. Well, I'd say so, man. Whatever you do, don't cut it off. But yeah, you have to be strong. Sometimes, if you're not strong, sometimes it feels not the best for you. But I believe everybody can investigate. You just have to know your limits. You start feeling these triggers or sensations, get the hell out. Don't worry about looking macho badass. No, it's okay. I've had to escort myself out of locations and just chill for a little bit. I've had times where, let's say, for instance, the old Lake County Jail. I had a crazy experience up there with vertigo, and it hit all my triggers. I went from feeling dizzy to full-blown panic attack, and then boom, just straight up vertigo. And it lasted for over 9 hours. 8-9 hours. The rest of that night into the next morning. It was insane. Other times I've been there, they played with my emotions and stuff like that, but it's just that environment. Every environment and place that you go is different. That is true, Dominique. They do know what you're doing. That's why I say they know your intentions before you're even there. They know you're coming before you're even there sometimes. So they know you inside and out. What's going on, Adam? How's it going, brother? I agree 100% with you, Courtney. I agree. That is a good point. Also, I think people can blame mental illness then to a phantom possession, and how many have been misdiagnosed. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that 100% because mental illness, your mind's a powerful thing. Now, do I believe there's possibility in possession and stuff? I do, yes. But sometimes I think it's been misconceived. That's what's so crazy about our field. And that's why, you know, I don't really mess with the darker stuff, but my respect to the people that, you know, do specialize and that's what they deal with. And, you know, just like the priests and, you know, the stuff like that. You know, my hat's off to them. That they got their work cut out for them. That's a part of the field that's just, I couldn't imagine the stories, you know, that some of these like legit priests have to, you know, about possessions and stuff. Scott says, don't agree with Courtney. She's crazy. We're all a little crazy, Scott. That's why you like us, right? But but yeah. Personally, have I ever seen it? Hang on. Oh, how do you shit up? Courtney, how do you do that? That's talent. If somebody can shit up and not down, holy smokes. But, you know, knock on wood, I hope I never have to experience or see it, you know. I don't know how I would deal with that. That'd be a little unsettling for sure. I had to give you hell. Let's see where all my viewers are coming from. Everybody's coming from my page. Thank you so much. I don't have any YouTube viewers right now. Hey, Mike, what's going on, man? Long time no see. Shout out Mike, right? Man, I've known him for a very, very long time. And the sad thing is, we've never actually met in person yet. Yes. The cold pop. You know it. How you been, Mike? Damn, dude, it's been a long time. Bear with me all. My sinuses are running now, and I'm kind of congested, so my voice might change pitches, and I might start wheezing. I don't think I'll wheeze, but yeah. Not much going on tonight, y'all. Keep those questions coming, though. I'm loving it. Let's talk. I ain't got nothing better to do tonight, so why not? Oh, yeah, Scott. Puberty. What's that? That's fucked up. Saying I haven't hit puberty yet. What's this? I can see Courtney folding laundry and bitching about every second. Fuck adulting. Have fun with the laundry, Courtney. Thanks for stopping in. Come on, y'all. Let's get those questions. Y'all quiet tonight. Mike, how's it going, bro? You still investigating the hospital? Yes, I'm a volunteer there, man. Currently haven't been able to get down there in the last couple weeks, but I have to get some time in there. But yeah, I'm still down. I'm still down there, man. I'm loving every second of it. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Dominique. says, what is the holy grail that you want to experience? So I've been one of the fortunate people that have been able to experience what most would consider the holy grail, full-bodied apparition. But to me, the holy grail to me would be, of course, the full-bodied apparition, but direct communication. Not just a hello or something like that. I would love to talk to a spirit in real time. That to me, that would be the holy grail. Or say catching, not just a quick whoosh of a spirit walking by, actually seeing them walk around for a minute, doing something. To me, I that would be the holy grail for me. Oh, for sure, man. Yeah, this is where I'll be doing them. On my Facebook here, Paranormal Encounters. Also, you can stay up to date with what I'm doing as far as like my travel vlogs and stuff like that when I go down to the hospital and when I travel to other locations. The stuff that I can post, I'll post on the Paranormal Encounters on YouTube as well. Same name as the Facebook. So that's where I actually got I got one episode up, a travel vlog up when I went down back in, I think, January or February. But yeah, I appreciate the support, Mike. Thanks, man. It's been a while, man. One of these days we're gonna have to link up, man. But yeah, Scott, the Holy Grail, man. Yeah, it would have to be something like that, full-bodied apparition, or literally avoid. Let's say if I couldn't have the full-bodied apparition, I would love to have an EVP with direct communication. Hey, I appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much, Mike. Love you, bro. One of these days, Scott, me and you got to investigate together, man. We've never really got to fully like investigate together yet. I'm looking forward to doing that, man. I bet we will always have some sort of experience. Mike, currently I've been through some changes. I have stepped back to being solo. I'm going solo for the time being, just for some personal reasons. I kind of want to, experience work on the project that I'm doing now, and take the path that I kind of want to take in the field. So I've just decided to do the Paranormal Encounters. I will be guesting and investigating with so many people in the upcoming months and doing some things. But I'm at the point now in the paranormal career where I want to get out there and kind of do what I want to do, as on a personal level, versus team wise. Nothing against being on a team or anything like that. But right now I feel like I operate better. There's less pressure. Does that make sense? Is basically what I'm saying. And I can be more flexible with my schedule and do it when I can. Hopefully that makes sense. Well, yeah, Mike. That's the thing. I'm not. You're never gonna see me investigate alone, like by myself. I'll always have somebody with me. That's the truth, though, man. You have to be careful. I've done some solo sessions by myself, but I typically have somebody. You know, if I need them, they'll be there. Keep those questions coming, y'all. Oh, I'm down to 3 viewers. No. I'm going to sit here looking stupid for a little bit. Oh, well. If you're watching this later, just fast forward. Thinking about doing kind of like a Friday night roundtable in the future. Once I know there's interest in it, have other people join in and let's kind of have a discussion, you know, different things, different topics, talking about everything and anything paranormal, even the squatches and the aliens, even though I don't have any knowledge on those. I'm sure there's other people out there that do, though. But it's getting too quiet in here, y'all. Send those questions in. Make sure y'all turn on those notifications. Get notified when I go live. Yes, exactly, Mike. Apparitions are a rare thing, but when it happens, it catches you unexpectedly. I remember my first time. And that's the thing. That's the thing I tell everybody is that's getting started in the field. And I just, to anybody, really, it's, you know, you can think you can prepare, you know, to see and experience these things. But when they happen, you least experience them. I mean, you least experience them. You least expect it to happen. And I think I have a dog trying to get in. Yes, I do. Hello, puppy. What's up? You can come up here and say hey to everybody. Come here. Come here. There she is. This is my little sidekick. It's my little girl right here. Yeah. Say hello to everybody, Fraggle. Oh. This is my baby girl. Say hello, people. Oh. Yeah. Are you gonna come up here and you're gonna put your 2 cents in now? Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'd love that, Tracy. I'd love that. That'd be cool. We have to set something up like that. Yeah, you guys are following Paranormal 911. What's their team name again? I want to get it right. They actually have a command center. That's their ambulance. It's super cool. Have to get them on here and give everybody a tour. You can go back out now? Okay, Bobby, go. Go. She always has to come in and check on what Daddy's doing. But yeah, that'll be awesome. I'd love to have you on here and do that. Para 911. Make sure you check them out, follow them, give them a like on Facebook. If you have a YouTube channel, feel free to drop that as well. Make sure people follow that as well. Mike says, I was investigating with a group in a museum that renders bodies for their skeletal remains. I've seen an apparition and the 2 swinging doors. I was startled. Yeah, man. Especially being in a place like that and you see that, it's just like, holy smoke. I can imagine, man. Mine was, sounds good, Tracy. Mine was a full-bodied Confederate cavalry officer at Chickamauga Battlefield in the visitor center. And when I saw him, I wasn't expecting. I was so thrilled. I wasn't even thinking about ghosts. I was from a young age. I've been just fascinated with the Civil War, and I was so thrilled to be at a location, of such that. I mean, a real big battlefield. Chickamauga was a big, part of the war, and I was just excited to be there. And I remember distinctly coming from the bathroom, getting ready to walk into the main part of where the museum starts. And I saw a group of people come by, and right behind them comes a full body apparition of a Confederate cavalry officer. And I mean, he had, the piping on his uniform that, signified he was an officer. His hat, I can explain it to a T. It's dark brown. It had it wasn't gold tassels, but it was an off color from the brown on his hat. And I mean, I saw his saber, his pistol. It was holstered. He looked at me, tipped his hat, winked, and walked off. So there was intelligence within the apparition, and startled me. I wasn't expecting it, but I wasn't scared. That's what did it. I saw that apparition, and I was like, holy smokes, I'm hooked. Where did that come from, and why? Yeah, man, I'll never forget it. I literally saw history, and one of these days I'm going to find this soldier. I'm going to find him. I need to, God, I just wish I knew where I could go to get the records of all the officers, Confederate cavalry officers killed in that battle, because I'm sure he had a picture somewhere. And if I see that picture, I'll know exactly who it is. I mean, I can remember it to a T, just like it happened just like 2 seconds ago. And this happened when I was like 13 years old. I'm 30 now. Over a decade ago. I want to know who I saw and know their history, That would be awesome to be able to do something like that. One of these days, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. Sounds good, man. I'll send you a message when I do that, man. Stay in touch, bro. Good seeing you. Have a good night, bro. All right. Who's my one lucky viewer that's still here? There is nothing to talk about, so it's going to just be some awkward sitting and staring. But, man, it is kind of getting late, so I got another viewer. There we go. Thanks for tuning in. Who all's on here with me tonight? Don't be a stranger. Feel free to say hello. We're just pretty much talking about anything. Just pretty much a Q&A, basically, to an extent, or it's covering topics that now everybody's gone. Everybody hates me. Oh. No, I was kidding. It's getting late, so yeah. Wait a couple more minutes, see if I get any other viewers in here. People coming and going, coming and going. We shall see. how much longer the video will go on for. Waiting on the audience to build up, and then we'll get started again. But thank you so much for tuning in. Pretty much what we're talking about tonight is anything and everything paranormal. Just a random live Q&A, whatever you want to call it. So feel free to ask any questions. We'll talk about it all tonight. What's going on, everybody? Every time I say it, they leave. We will just wait and see what happens. I'd hate to end the video as soon as everybody starts tuning in. Let's see. Still stuck at one viewer. Just waiting on an audience to build back up. From the looks of it, it's going to be pretty dead. So, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, tonight really wasn't a planned live. Tomorrow night's the really good planned live. I'm going to have some amazing guests. The lovely Brian Murray, Rochelle Stratton, Kendall, and Vera Welton from the Sleepless Unrest film that just dropped the 16th of this month. If you haven't seen it, what are you waiting on? Go see it. It's fantastic. Absolutely amazing film. They're going to be here tomorrow night to talk about it. So make sure you tune in. You don't want to miss this one. This one's going to be a good one. So I just figured I'd hop on here and hang out with everybody for a little bit, which I did. Thank you so much for the ones that were on here and interacted. And I will be seeing everybody very soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time.